Hi there, I'm Shannon Keebler with Empower Consulting, and we are going to talk about the time routine that happens in second grade, Volume 2, Unit 5. So be sure to check out my other videos about what happens in Volume 1, as well as the units that are added in each subsequent unit in Volume 2. Be sure to check out empowerlearngrow.com. Again, it's empowerlearngrow.com, so you can also get your script for your student leaders to help them know exactly what to do and what to say, and then it helps you as well. So laminate them, put them on a key ring, and you will be set to go to make these very fluent so that your students can continue to practice and build fluency with time. So as you start, first we're going to identify time, and the student leader is going to say, class, count the minutes with me. And we would start to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The student leader has already made a time. So that would be something the student leader would do before the routine started. And then the student leader would say, class, what's the minute? And the class would respond, the minute hand is oh so long. And that's just a chant that I like to use when we talk about time. You don't have to use it, but I like it that it kind of spices up the routine just a little bit and helps with what we know is really difficult for kids, identifying which is the minute hand and which is the hour hand. So again, the student leader would say, class, what's the minute? And the class would say, the minute hand is oh so long. And then he would say, think about it. And the class is thinking about, if the minute hand is here, it's the long one, what is this minute? Think about it. Maybe wait for all thumbs to be up. Tell it to your hand. I do not advise calling on one student at a time. It takes too long. Kids become disengaged and only one kid is thinking. So everyone think about it. And then the student leader is going to give a signal, class, and the whole class would respond, 45. And the student leader would say, yes, the minute hand is at 45. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Class, what's the hour? And the class would say, the hour hand is oh so short. And then he would say, think about it. And the class would think about, so if it's the short hand, what hour is it on? And he would say, class, and the whole class would say, 4. And the student leader would say, yes, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boys and girls, would the hour hand be close to the 4, about halfway, or past halfway and closer to the 5? Think about it. Again, would it be close to the 4, half past the 4, or closer to the 5? Class, and they should say closer to the 5, because 4:45 is past the halfway mark on the hour, so our minute hand should be our hour hand should be getting closer to that 5 o'clock time frame. If it's not, then we would erase it and we would change it. And then the student leader would say, class, what's the time? And the class would say 4:45. Meanwhile, the student leader could write it 4:45. Now, as they write 4:45, they would finish this part of the routine. So now we can erase the whole routine, or the time, and we can erase the minute and hour hand, and then the student leader gets to pick a time. So maybe the student leader says, I want you to find 3:15. And now this is generating the time. And the students would have their own clocks, and now they have to show 3:15 on their clock. So they would show 3:15, and the student leader now will repeat the same thing. So everyone has their little clocks, they have them with them, and the student leader would say, boys and girls, what's the hour? And the hour hand, students would say, the hour hand is oh so short. And he'd say, think about it, class, 3 o'clock. Boys and girls, what's the minute? And the boys and girls would think about it, right? The minute hand is oh so long. And as they talk about it, he would say, what's the minute? Class, 15. Class, count with me. 5, 10, 15. The minute is 15. Class, what's the time? 3:15. And then we could ask, boys and girls, should the hour hand be close to the 3, half past the 3, or closer to the 4? Think about it. Class, close to the 3, because it's only 15 minutes after. We're not out halfway yet. So that's what the student leader would help the class do. It just goes back and forth. So the first time the student leader has generated it and the class is just identifying. And the second time the student leader tells the time, but the class has to generate the time, but the procedure that you walk through would be the same. After they do this, then the student leader would say, class, what are you doing at 3:15 a.m.? Turn and talk. Class can talk about it. He generated a few answers. Boys and girls, what are the types of things you would do at 3:15 a.m.? One little friend says, oh, you should be sleeping. And that's the correct answer. And then he would say, what would you be doing at 3:15 p.m.? Turn and talk, get some ideas, call on someone. What would you do at 3:15? One student might say, oh, we're getting out of school at 3:15. We're getting on the bus at 3:15. If they get out earlier than that, I'm having my snack at 3:15. So whatever they might be doing, but giving them a general idea of what we would be doing at that time. So you can do it at 3:15. You could also do it with our previous time at 4:45. Just pick one of those times though to talk about what would we be doing if that time was a.m. and what would it be doing if that time was p.m. And then that would finish up your clock or time routine. So feel free to go to my website, empowerlearngrow.com, and get your script card for your student leaders. Leave a comment, like, or subscribe so that you can get access to more of these videos. Specifically, the videos that I'll be showing you in live classrooms will be uploaded soon, but only available to people that subscribe to the YouTube channel. So check those out. Thanks, everyone. Go be great.